Welcome back to Rod Reacts. Rod Reacts everything in India. Hopefully you're having a good day, a positive day. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section. I love reading comments. I like responding. A mystery. I like something that you may not know what's going on. You got to figure out what's going on. So let's check it out. Let's see what these creepy mysteries are. Maybe we can figure them out. Maybe you know the answer of why it's a mystery. Maybe you have the answer. I don't know. Let's check it out. What are they?
India has been called the land of mysteries since time immemorial, whether for its various enigmatic natural phenomena or eccentricities associated with its religions and culture.
Krishna.
And while science has worked hard to debunk and find a logical reason behind every riddle, there still remain some that give rationalists a run for their
mysterious.
money. Number 10. The Village of Twins. There are some places in the world that just take everything science thinks it knows and shreds that rule book to pieces. One such place is a small, unprepossessing village in India, which boasts a birth rate of twins so high it borders on the impossible. On the surface, there's nothing remarkable about Kodini, a modest settlement in Kerala, India. It's home to around 2,000 families.
Okay.
But the remarkable thing is that there are at least 400 pairs of twins in those families.
400 pairs of twins and 2,000 families. That's an insanely high amount. What is it? Is it something in the food? Is it something in the water? Is it something in the air? What is it? I don't know. That is awfully strange.
What's the explanation for this one then,
I don't know.
science? In short, there really isn't one. Not that scientists haven't tried. Experts who have visited the remote tropical village of Kodini in Kerala have been left scratching their heads over the phenomenon.
So if you want twins, go live in that town and you might end up with them. Who knows?
That has seen almost 6 times as many twins born than the global average. It is estimated that the number of twins born in the village is increasing every year, and no one really knows why. Number 9. The Jodhpur Boom.
I don't know what that is.
In the quaint town of Jodhpur, Rajasthan, residents were preparing for bed, while others were already asleep when they were jolted out of their stupor by a terrific boom. It was so loud that it sent panic waves among the scared residents that they were under some sort of attack. The citizens were concerned about the sound and asked around about it. But
Could it have been some kind of like dynamite or, I don't know if you guys mine in India, but like a mining explosion, something like that? I don't know.
Soon turned out that no planes had been flying over the area and no explosions had taken place. The source of the Jodhpur boom was a complete mystery. The weirdest part is that it appears that the entire month was littered with strange, unexplained booms all over the world, from United Kingdom to Texas.
Really?
Were these strange sounds all over the world connected somehow?
I don't know.
Was it some strange new weapon? Or an alien attack? Or maybe even a mere coincidence? Perhaps one day we'll find out. Number 8.
Doubtful.
The 9 Unknown Men. The 9 Unknown Men are to India what the Illuminati is to the Western world, but even more pervasive and mysterious. According to legend, this powerful secret society was found by Emperor Asoka in 273 BC.
Ahsoka or Ashoka? Ashoka?
After a bloody battle that took the lives of 100,000 men. The function of the 9 Unknown Men was to preserve and develop the sort of secret information that would be too dangerous in the hands of the uninitiated.
Why would you develop this information if you were afraid that other people were going to know it? And what if these books were discovered? Oh my gosh, the secrets that we would find.
Each of the 9 was tasked with holding a special book of knowledge, ranging from propaganda to microbiology. Some of them are even said to hold the secrets of anti-gravity and time travel. Occasionally, some of this precious information leaks out into the world. For instance, it is said that the martial art of judo was based on leaks from the Book of Physiology. The number of unknown men is always 9, and their undisguised contacts with the outside world are few and far between.
Imagine if these books really did exist. Imagine what you would find in these books. This, like, secrets from centuries ago, from the Ashoka era, which was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Who knows? Who knows what we might be able to do with this information? I don't know if the world's ready, right?
Much like the Illuminati, there are many rumors about their current and past members. Strangely enough, not all of them are Indian. The unknown men are apparently spread all over the world, with some of them allegedly holding very prominent positions. Among suspected members of the Nine Unknown are the influential 10th century Pope Sylvester II and Vikram Sarabhi, the scientist who created India's budding space program. Number 7. The Great Taj Mahal Conspiracy. For centuries, the Taj Mahal has been recognized as the glittering triumph of Mughal architecture and a flamboyant monument to romantic love. Commissioned in 1623 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, the white marble masterpiece in Agra was designed as an epic mausoleum for his favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Or was it? According to some theories, Taj Mahal had been constructed in 1155, before Muslim invaders came to India, and said it had originally been a temple called Tejo Mahalaya, dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva. While this may seem far-fetched to those of us who like Taj Mahal as it is, it's worth noting that Indian royalty have a history of capturing enemy temples and mansions and repurposing them into tombs for their loved ones. Is Taj Mahal the ultimate display of romance? Just a giant lie created by shoddy historians and propagandists?
There's a lot of propaganda in the world today. Maybe it was a temple devoted to Shiva. Maybe.
Till the Indian government agrees to open the sealed rooms within the building so they can be thoroughly investigated by experts, the mystery remains.
There's sealed rooms in it. Oh, please open them up. Let's see what's in those rooms. Let's see what the truth is. The answer may be in there of who built it, why it was built, and why it's there. Open those rooms.
Number 6. The cursed village of Kuldara. A little over 20 kilometers to the west of the desert town of Jaisalmer in Rajasthan, Kuldara. As one takes the dusty road that leads to it, you can notice the scant presence of human existence. The vegetation is minimal. The meek straying goats have probably feasted on the last bits. When you reach the ruined gates of the town,
that's cool.
Kuldara stands desolate, and an uncanny silence prevails all around. This village was abandoned by its people 200 years ago. But why? For over 500 years, the village of Kuldara was populated by about 1,500 residents. One night, they all disappeared. They didn't die or get abducted or anything. They just left. The reason for their sudden evacuation is lost in time. Some say they fled the taxation of an oppressive ruler, while others weave a tale of young lovers and the girl's angry father who was a big shot at the village. Whatever the actual cause of desertion, one thing is generally agreed upon. When the villagers left, they cursed the area so that no one may live there ever again.
I would like to see them maybe dig the area up a little bit and see what they can find down below. You know, there's secrets hidden down below, somewhere in the soil, under the sand, somewhere. Find those secrets. Maybe the answer lies there. But it's weird how that many people would just not vanish, but just leave. Somebody knows the truth. Let the truth be known.
According to legend, all who tried died a brutal death. Some of the people who have died in there are said to still haunt the village, according to paranormal investigators who have experienced some very strange events in the place. It remains deserted to this very day, and no one has even considered repopulating it for a long time. Number 5. Magnetic Hill. Whether you are an avid traveler or a hardcore rider who loves to explore new trails on a bike, Ladakh in India is the name you will be familiar with. And since this tourist destination has a distinct hype among travelers, you must have also heard about the Magnetic Hills. Known to pull the vehicles, this magnificent hill lies on the way from Srinagar to Leh Highway. Believe it or not, this small stretch of Magnetic Hill perfectly defines the phenomenon of gravity. To confirm the fact, you can turn off your car, and while on neutral, you will realize that your car is moving without your efforts at the speed of 12.5 miles per hour.
They say, I know you've probably heard of the Bermuda Triangle. If you haven't, it's an area of the ocean where ships disappear, airplanes disappear, and they say there's a magnetic pull there. So all the instruments and stuff that you would use to fly a plane, or instruments that you would use to navigate a ship, they go all crazy and stuff, and that's why people crash and disappear. So there is places on this earth where there is a weird magnetic pull, and I guess, you know, on these mountains, there's one just there.
However, there are many stories related to Magnetic Hill. Some are superstitious. Interesting, isn't it?
Is
Number 4. Immortal beings of the Himalayas. In many mythologies, mountains are natural homes to divine and immortal beings.
Right.
As such, it's no surprise that the world's mightiest mountain range, the Himalayas, is subject to whisperings of mysterious beings hidden away in the valleys of the mountains. One popular legend among practitioners of various New Age soul-searching methods is Gyan Ganj.
Gyan Ganj.
Gyan Ganj is believed to be an antediluvian Indian and Tibet tale of a city kingdom of enigmatic eternal beings that
pretty.
remained concealed from the world. However, the immortal, enlightened sadhus and mahatmas that inhabit it are all too happy to let in a visitor every now and then, perhaps even sharing some of their wisdom with them. Many influential gurus and mystics have claimed the source of their knowledge of the arcane comes from visits to this mysterious place.
Maybe that's where they get their wisdom. Who knows? There's a lot of gurus out there with like infinite wisdom. It's like how do they know this? How did they expand their mind so big to be able to absorb this and then teach others? So maybe it's not a myth. Maybe it's true. I don't know.
Number 3. The Bootbili. Have you
Bootbili.
ever heard about the unsolved mystery of Bootbili?
No.
This is not a tale, but a case of the mysterious existence of a cryptic cat, as explained by the residents of Pune. Popularly known as the ghost cat, the Bootbili is a creature which is said to have been reported in an area near Pune. At
Pune.
times, local residents in the area have reported about having seen the ghost cat consuming up to 45 pigeons and a goat on different timings.
That's a lot
The
of food.
sightings of the unusual cat have been reported in an area known as Sanjay Park, which is 100 miles away from Mumbai. According to eyewitnesses, it's fat and broad with a long tail, black in color, has a face like a dog,
A dog?
and back like a mongoose.
Ooh.
Its size is described as smaller than a lion, but bigger than a hyena.
Wow.
To date, no one
Kinda
knows
scary.
what the creature really is. Number 2. The Konka La Paz UFO Base. Unidentified flying objects, UFOs, or extraterrestrial objects, have always fascinated mankind. The curiosity to know about other life has made the area around Konka La Paz quite mysterious. Konka La Pass is a low-ridge, disputed pass that bifurcates the Indian and the Chinese borders. It is also the pass on which the India-China War was fought in 1962.
Interesting.
No permanent settlements, an entirely inaccessible region, and a no-man's land are what Konka La Pass encompasses. Reportedly,
Perfect place to hide UFOs, right?
the Konka La Pass holds a series of massive hidden underground constructs that UFOs, particularly those of the flying saucer type, use as their base of operations. Many travelers and residents of nearby areas have claimed that UFOs are a common sight in the area, rising from their underground layers and descending back once they've done whatever it is UFOs go out to do.
Maybe it's just a hidden military base, you know? Those military weapons that the public don't know, but the military does. You never know. Or maybe it's a UFO home. Who knows?
People say both Chinese and Indian governments are very aware of what's going on, and may even be cooperating with the extraterrestrials said to pilot the mysterious airships. Indeed, Google Earth has revealed that some supposed underground entrances have what look a lot like military facilities built around them.
Right.
Number 1.
So I'm saying.
Shanti Dev.
Shanti
Dev was born in a happy Delhi family in 1930s. However, she didn't stay happy for long.
Why?
When she was 4 years old, she started insisting that her mother and father were not her true parents.
Who were
She
they?
claimed that her name was actually Luji, and her true family lived in a completely different city. She claimed she had died giving birth to a child, and gave very specific information on her husband and family life.
What?
Shanti's worried parents set out to find if there was any meaning behind their daughter's outlandish claims. And what they found out was truly unnerving.
Uh-oh.
A young woman named Ludgi Devi had indeed died in childbirth at the time, and in the
Wow.
town Shanti had specified. And the family and relatives she had described very much existed.
How'd this little girl know this? That's what I want to know. If this is true, and she actually said these things, and they went out and discovered that they were true. How did she know these things? Who knows? Who knows? This world is full of mystery.
When she eventually met her husband from a previous life, she recognized him instantly and acted like a mother towards his child. The newspapers soon became interested, and authorities as revered as Mahatma Gandhi were soon keenly watching Shanti's case.
Huh.
It turned out that she was not only able to remember her past lives, but she could also remember the time in between lives, that is, the afterlife. She claimed to have met Lord Krishna during these
Wow.
layovers between her lives. The Lord tasked her with spreading the story of her experiences, which is why she was able to remember. Shanti Devi went on to be a scholar, teacher, and student of religion. For over 60 years, she embraced all major and quite a few minor religions' teachings, trying to determine the universal truth behind them all, which was presumably the great mission she was given.
Wow.
Hundreds of researchers
That's
and
interesting.
scientists put her claims of reincarnation memories to the test, but no one was ever able to prove her a fake. Thank you so much for watching.
That last story is wild. She died and met Lord Krishna, and then she was allowed to come back onto Earth to figure out all the religions and stuff like this and to spread the message. Now that's a story to tell. And apparently she was very brilliant as well, because she grew up to be brilliant and spreading the words, and that's just an amazing story. I don't know. All I do know is if Earth, world, life as we knew it didn't have any mystery, it would be a very boring world. So I'm glad there is mysteries out there, but some mysteries needs to be cracked. Some mysteries need to be solved. So open up those rooms in the Taj Mahal and let's see what's in them. Let's know the truth, shall we? Anyway, those are my thoughts. Those are my feelings. Those are my reactions. What are yours? Comment down below and let me know. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what I should react to next. Hopefully you have a good day, good evening, whatever it may be, and I'll see you next time. Peace.